Hello, welcome to my channel, and today I am going to do the wrap up for September, what I read in September. The first two things I read were from the library, so I don't have them with me. I read Leviathan by Scott Westerfield, and this is, I rated this a 3 out of 5. I listened to it on audiobook, so I don't know, I probably would have really liked the book, but yeah, it was okay for me. Yeah. Then I also read Cathy's book, which I don't remember the author by, but this is a mystery, and it is an interactive book, so you can go onto websites and call phone numbers and try to figure out the mystery by yourself. I didn't really do that, I just had the book. So I rated this a 4 out of 5. The ending was really weird and rushed. I felt like it didn't conclude the story very well. Okay, now on to the actual books that I have. I read the Legend of Sigurd and Gudrun, which is by J.R.R. Tolkien, but it's edited by Christopher Tolkien, so he does more of the translations into what they mean and probably like where Tolkien got this idea. And this is based, I would consider this is based on Norse mythology and Romeo and Juliet kind of together. So it does have that love story, and it has the war and and mythology in it. So I really highly recommend this. It does also have a portion of it that talks about the One Ring, the evil ring. We all know what he's talking about. And yeah, and it's also written in epic poetry style, so it did take me a while to get used to this writing because the characters are saying some of the things are on the side. So yeah, as you can see, this one was rated a 4 out of 5. And the next book I read was a library book. It is Tigerlily by Jodi Lynn Anderson. This one I rated 5 stars, and this one was really good. It was based on kind of what I've heard about it is based on Peter Pan. So I knew it was based on Peter Pan, but this is actually, I would consider a prequel because it is before the events of Peter Pan's still there, before the events of the movie Peter Pan or the Peter Pan the book, because that starts off with Wendy, Michael, and Peter. And this one starts off with, obviously, Tigerlily, and Tinkerbell tells the story, but she follows Tigerlily around her whole life, and it is a really good book and stuff. 5 out of 5. So the next book I read was Sailor Moon Volume 7, and this is the end of Sailor Moon R, or the season of Sailor Moon R, and the beginning of Sailor Moon S. So we do meet Sailor Uranus and Neptune, or those characters. We haven't met the Sailor Scouts yet, but yes, love this cover. So yeah. The next book I finished is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. This, as you can see, I read as an audiobook. And this is about Todd and Nick and Amy, who are the two couples that are married. It is their, 5th wedding anniversary, and Amy, is gone when Nick comes home one afternoon. So, obviously there's different, I'm not going to go into this in much detail. You're going to have to read it if you want to find out more about this book, but because that's all I'm going to say, because it is different. And this one I rated 3.5 out of 5. I don't know what I think about the ending. I really don't know. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So, and the last book I read was The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black, and this was a really good book as well. This one was about Hazel, which is a female protagonist, which she's like a badass, and Ben, who is her brother, who's like a musician, and we have in the small town carrying fairies, and has kind of who will defeat the darkest part of the forest, kind of the darkest monster. And I really love this. I really like this book. I didn't love it. It was a 4 out of 5 for me. It went by really fast and quickly, like most of her books do. And yeah. And I really like the back of this book, which says, children can have a cruel, absolute sense of justice. Children can kill monsters and feel quite proud of themselves. A girl can look at her brother and believe they're destined to be a knight and a bard who battle evil, who might someday find and fight even the monster at the heart of the forest. And yeah, and so yeah, and this concludes my wrap-up for September. Those are all the books I read in September. And please subscribe if you like to see my face. And have a great day. Bye!